interested in the one point you said that hominids, you were relating to emotional capacity, and I thought, what evidence was there for hominids to have emotional capacity versus having the capacity for creating tools? What does that mean?
Well, that's a great question. There is some evidence, for example, that Neanderthals buried their dead. And so that would be one instance where you could argue that there's some emotional capacity within Neanderthals. And I'm also thinking, too, in terms of how other animals that we have access to behave. You know, and for example, you know, we all have household pets that seem to have some emotional capability. They seem to be distraught. They are capable of showing some bonding, with, you know, not only with others, but with us as humans. They seem to mourn. They seem to be happy and joyful. So from that standpoint, I would argue that it only serves a reason that these other hominids would engage in that type of behavior. But from the archaeological record, what you would look for would be evidence of burial, or, for example, in some Neanderthals, there are remains where it looks as if the individual was hurt and probably suffered an injury that under normal circumstances would have been life-threatening, but was able, you could tell that injury had repaired itself, but still that individual still lacked the ability to completely live on his own. And so he must have been cared for by other members or other Neanderthals. And so those would be examples where the evidence indicates that, at least with Neanderthals, that there was some level of emotional capacity. But I don't know that I would necessarily equate that with being a distinct feature with regard to reflecting the image of God.